Hey Warriors, how you doing today? It's Lisa Huey coming to you live from good old Nashville, Tennessee at the Gaylord Opry Center Convention Center. And I got my husband with me here today, Michael Huey, yay. We are at Funnel Hackers Live, and this is the last day, just a brief break before our lunch break. And I want to ask you, are you ready to get ready, or are you still getting ready to get ready? You're wondering, what's the difference? That's a good question. Honey, what's the difference between being ready to get ready and getting ready to get ready?
So many people spend the time knowing that they're supposed to do something and never do it. They say, I know I got to do this. I got to unplug my television. Oh, I've got to stop doing this. I've got to stop eating certain things. I've got to get healthy. I've got to work out. But yet they never do it. They never take an action step towards it, or they start and they never finish what they started. They start a business and they get distracted, or they say, oh, the company wasn't doing this, and so I can't be a part of that. They make every excuse, and they don't look at themselves. Like Eric Thomas says, you owe you. He said, but stop saying, but you said this was going to be this, and but it wasn't this, and I want my money back, or I'm going to quit and I'm going to go do something else. No, I have realized today that God gave me a time frame of rest, and the rest period is over.
Amen.
Now I watch what Garrett White does, and I should have been doing this for 5 to 10 years now, but I missed it. But here's the cool thing about it. God, in his own wisdom, shortens the gap. He shortens the gap in time when you step out and take action and do what he's called you to do. And that makes it no longer getting ready to get ready, but I'm ready and I'm taking action. That's what it means. It means that when you have a mission and a vision to change lives, the only person that can keep that from happening is you.
Yep. So for me, it's like writing down those steps. So here's my outcome, this is my goal, and I'm going to write down steps 1 through 10 that are going to get me there. And I'm on step 1. And part of the just get ready and go is not having every single step written out and defined for you.
Yeah.
It's you're on step 1. You might have a vision of step 2 and a hint of step 3, or maybe not even a hint of step 3 yet. But until you actually get to step 2, step 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 aren't even going to matter just yet. Because actually along that path, it may change.
It may change.
You know, as long as you have the end goal in sight, the vision, the big picture, the actual steps, path, brush stroke, so to speak, and painting that vision, painting that picture, it may change.
It will definitely change.
It may change. And so until you take that step, until you take that action, God's not going to necessarily reveal to you the next step to take.
Yes.
Because it's out of our obedience that he starts to make that clearer to us.
And if you're watching this and you're that person, if you're watching live or you're watching on the replay, push hashtag replay and make a comment.
Yes.
Say, this is what I'm going to do to take action on something that I known I should have done a long time ago.
Yes.
Like Lisa and I just talked about this as we walked over here, that tomorrow when we get home, we're going to map out the next month, in 2 months, in 3 months, in 6 months of action, of what Lisa and I know that John Maxwell, the reason he put this as the first chapter of his book of the 15 Laws of Growth is called intentionality.
Yes.
What are we going to be intentional about today, tomorrow, the next day, and so on? So if you're watching this live, because we have to go back in, because we get to hear Brendan Richard speak today, and I'm so freaking excited, but take an action step today and make a comment on it. I'm going to do X, Y, Z.
Yes.
And then be intentional about it and take action.
And share this with somebody or tag somebody in it that you think needs to hear this message of not having the entire blueprint completely mapped out before they can start moving and start getting to where God has called them to get to. I'm going to flip the camera around real quick just so you can see where we're at. Check out this view here. This is like a indoor city, complete with the hotels, the balcony, restaurants, shops. Down low, you can see the walkways and everything, the streets, bridges almost. So it's pretty cool in here. So again, hashtag live or replay, and your action steps, the first couple of them, or even just the first one, and tag somebody who needs to hear this message. Have a great day. Keep fighting on, Warriors.
Bye, guys.
I believe in
Press
you.
on.